Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So MoneyGram faces a lawsuit over alleged false statements regarding XRP. This is the latest news in lawsuits that have been being thrown around. Ripple partner MoneyGram is facing a lawsuit now alleging the firm issued misleading statements and failed to disclose XRP's status as an unlicensed security. So this with regards to, it's looking like a class action that was filed just yesterday in California, was submitted on behalf of investors who actually purchased securities from MoneyGram between June 2019 and February 2021. The global investor rights legal practice asserts MoneyGram made fraudulent statements regarding its partnership with Ripple Labs and the status of XRP as a security. According to a post announcing a strategic partnership between the two companies, in June 2019, MoneyGram utilized Ripple's XRapid product, leveraging XRP in foreign exchange settlements as part of its cross-border payment process. However, on December 23, 2020, the company clarified it is not dependent on Ripple's XRapid service for its foreign exchange trading needs, which was rebranded on-demand liquidity in 2019. MoneyGram does not utilize the ODL platform or RippleNet for direct transfers of customer funds, digital or otherwise. Furthermore, MoneyGram is not a party to the SEC action. And so, as we know, based on that MoneyGram news, back in 2019, what we saw for MoneyGram was this. Let me just bring up, this is MoneyGram on the weekly. The announcement happened around here, okay? And after that, we saw MoneyGram stock soar. It did correct, and then the pandemic hit. We did see a retracement back down here in mid-March last year. And from there, MoneyGram stock just kind of rallied because MoneyGram just continued to come out with these great quarter-over-quarter reports, talking about all the revenue they were making, so on and so forth. And now investors are getting salty, of course, because of the Ripple lawsuit. I have a feeling, guys, that a lot of this, honestly, is just going to disappear once we get that regulatory clarity for XRP, because everything will ultimately go back to normal. MoneyGram will use XRP again. Their quarterly results and savings will continue to be impressive, and stock price will just go back up. So it's the same thing that's happening for XRP investors right now is also happening for MoneyGram investors, and it's interesting to see now that MoneyGram stockholders have MoneyGram in their sights as the target for another class action lawsuit. Kind of ridiculous, but I can see, how, I guess if you thought one thing was going to happen with a company and then it didn't go through, it didn't happen the way you planned or the way you thought it would, I could see how you'd get maybe a little concerned about that. Nevertheless, speaking of the law, I just wanted to bring this up. John E. Deaton has mentioned this on Twitter, and I thought I'd bring this up. Cryptocurrency and digital asset holders, please be advised. Today I am launching Crypto Law. So it is a new website that he's launching with regards to the law and cryptos in the United States. The new site is filled with information, news, and analysis on key U.S. legal and regulatory developments for investors and digital asset holders. So maybe some of you guys might be interested in that. This for me in Northing, a billion XRP worth $415 million was released. We know yesterday was the first of the month, and Ripple on the first of every month releases more XRP from escrow. So another 1 billion, this coming from Whale Alert, divided up into 500 million XRP chunks. So we can see those here. At the time of running this report, XRP was trading at about just shy of 42 cents, a daily trading volume of just over 4 billion US dollars. XRP is down 1.89% for the day. But, of course, every month this does happen. The XRP that is going, though, into the ecosystem now, I guess, is likely being even less utilized than it was before, just because this lawsuit is likely taking a chunk out of the utility, at least in the United States. But worldwide, XRP is still being utilized. Let's not forget that. And I saw this a little bit perplexing from Mike V_XRP. Can anyone explain the $1.5 trillion trading volume for XRP? And could this have been around the time that the 1 billion XRP was being released from escrow? I don't know. Some people are commenting on this, like Sir Gordon here. Volume is real, so he's bringing up the XRP charts website here. XRP ledger payment volume is around 1.2 billion as of that screenshot. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but I did that video the other day. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys didn't catch it. It had to do with the coincidental timing. You remember when the Fed went down last week? Also, we heard from Visa and MasterCard that credit card payments were not going through in the US and I believe in England as well. And just as we were seeing that, XR fees being burnt on the XRPL went up 20x. So it's bizarre. We're seeing a lot more of these kinds of I know some people like to call them glitches, and I'm putting glitches in quotes here. I'm certain that in some cases they are actually legitimate glitches, but it does seem that there are too many to call a coincidence. That's just my opinion. I'm sure you guys might have some other opinions on this. Anyway, Here's another one, trading volume up, and it was recorded on a couple of different sources there. We're also seeing this, guys, from MACKATTACKXRP, the XRPL fork CasinoCoin ledger abandoned by its flagship project, and it's looking like they are going to be building on the XRPL now. So CasinoCoin, an all-in-one blockchain project for the gambling industry, has shared its new roadmap, a fresh start. Its team decided to get back to utilizing the initial version of the XRP ledger protocol, namely CasinoCoin Ledger CSCL, a purpose-made XRPL fork, will be replaced by the XRPL as a platform for project operations. The migration will be organized off-exchange with the assistance of XRPL Labs. Previously, it had been planned to initiate a token swap and replace CSC Coin with Eminence Token, as the new legal body for CasinoCoin's business is Isle of Man registered Eminence Limited. Then the team decided to start full stack migration to the initial XRPL blockchain. As underlined by the team's statement, XRP Ledger's ecosystem provides a reasonable environment for gambling and betting purposes. So more information here for those of you guys interested in this particular token, in this particular project, moving back to the XRPL. Gotta thank MACKATTACKXRP for posting that. And more news, guys, for XRP adoption in the country of Japan. This from Wrath of Kahneman here on Twitter. Good news, as a hedging test, Sumitomo purchased XRP from FX Coin with forward dating transactions and transferred them to Singapore operations. This follows the domestic test in November. The goal is to decrease volatility and prove XRP a safe vehicle for cross-border settlements. And so here's the article to that regard. I believe that is in Japanese. Thankfully, A Out here on Twitter has translated that for us. FX Coin and Sumitomo Corporation's XRP trading experiment progress. Carry out XRP future date trading with settlement between group companies. So that Sumitomo Corporation sends XRP to Singapore on a trial basis. And XRP purchase for future trading specific date between Sumitomo Corporation and FX Coin for hedging XRP price movements. In other words, Sumitomo has time to own XRP. Hedges should still be a pain, but it's a graceful process. So great news there, coming out of the consortium of banks, as we know, that are using the XRPL. SBI was a major part of this, and we're seeing more and more banks in Japan. I think Japan is today likely the only country that is utilizing XRP and RippleNet at scale the way it is intended to be used. So we got to look there for what the future may hold in the United States with regards to banking, utilizing this new technology. And, today is March 2nd. Gary Gensler has already had his hearing, guys. I did a video on that this morning with regards to Gary Gensler and Hester Peirce talking about this new financial system. I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys missed that. Another piece of news here, guys, from XRPCRYPTOWOLF. Citibank says Bitcoin could become the currency of choice for international trade. Now, yes and no. Okay, I'm going to say yes and no to this one because on the one hand, Bitcoin is becoming very, very popular. But on the other hand, and I believe that they even mentioned this in their own report, Citi also cited a number of issues for Bitcoin, including concerns over scalability and potential regulatory backlashes. Those are what are going to stand in the way. So let me read you guys a little bit of this. U.S. banking giant Citi has authored a new report which suggests Bitcoin could become an international trade currency as it evolves. The report, entitled Bitcoin at the Tipping Point, charts the evolution of Bitcoin from a form of payment to its current status as a store of value. The authors forecast that Bitcoin's core properties, combined with its global reach and neutrality, could see it morph into the currency of choice for international trade in around 7 years. Now, this is taking into consideration how popular Bitcoin is getting on the global stage with regards to not only corporates investing in Bitcoin and companies like Tesla, for example, investing, hedging their bets with a Bitcoin investment, but also world governments likely, and in some cases secretly, also investing in Bitcoin. Now, it's not lost on them that Bitcoin isn't necessarily scalable, so they also mentioned this. The report highlighted Bitcoin scalability issues, pointing to 2020 analysis, which suggests that Bitcoin can handle on average only 5 transactions per second, which is some 4,800 times slower than the Visa network's capacity. Increased adoption by institutional investors has been a big tailwind for Bitcoin in the past year, the report states, but a range of potential factors could derail uptake. So they are still seeing potential downfalls to utilizing Bitcoin. Of course, that transaction speed, a biggie. And guys, this is why, even if Bitcoin will be utilized, this is why I say yes and no. Bitcoin could still be utilized. So no, in the sense that what they're saying here, basically, the fact that it is not scalable, how can you actually use Bitcoin on the Bitcoin network? So no to that, but yes, in that people are going to be holding Bitcoin no matter what. But how are they going to exchange value with Bitcoin? Well, of course, through DLT technology and products like RippleNet, being able to transfer value, whether it's from fiat to fiat or gold to fiat or crypto to gold or fiat to crypto or real estate or whatever. That's how countries are going to be able to conduct international trade through Bitcoin, basically through the XRPL. A dash of irony for Bitcoin maximalists, of course, if Bitcoin actually does become used as a currency, but it's going to be used through the XRPL, that certainly doesn't look good for this legacy cryptocurrency. But alas, this is the future. And I don't know if you guys caught this. The backlash, the World Economic Forum was forced to retract this tweet. So after massive backlash against its claim that lockdowns are quietly improving cities on Twitter, the World Economic Forum has deleted the tweet without an apology, guys. And here was the tweet. We're deleting this tweet. Lockdowns aren't quietly improving cities around the world, but they are an important part of the public health response to the beer flu pandemic. Now, I've done several videos about the World Economic Forum and their Great Reset initiative. I'll see if I can find the most recent one. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys are interested in that type of topic. But the fact is, these guys just blatantly tweeted this out. Lockdowns are quietly improving cities around the world. We know part of their initiative has to do with environmental change, but this is getting people really, really upset that they're just kind of flaunting it, just kind of shoving it in our faces that, in a lot of states or countries or wherever you live, there are people that are not working right now, feeling down on their luck. The economy is abysmal, and yet we're seeing stock market records. Guys, this is the S&P 500 on the weekly. Look at the stock market. Ever since the stock market dipped at the beginning of this pandemic, we have seen nothing but upward momentum, even surpassing the former all-time high, making new highs here. And so this seems just very, very counterintuitive. I saw another article here. Lockdowns are not quietly improving cities, World Economic Forum concedes, deleting its much ridiculed tweet. And so, as I'd mentioned, they took this tweet down. And apparently this tweet was accompanied by a video showing deserted streets and silent factories that noted a record drop in carbon emissions. It also linked to an article claiming that silent cities contributed to better detection of minor earthquakes. So yeah, they're looking at it from an environmental standpoint. Of course, that is one of the biggest things for the Great Reset, this idea that we need to save the environment, and this fact that we're going to be digitizing many processes moving forward. Whether that's self-driving cars, automated grocery stores, we've seen Amazon already testing that type of idea. But most importantly, and I think what you and I have paid most attention to, is this idea that digital currencies are going to be the future. And so, these guys are pushing big for a digital economy. And if you couple that with this idea that we need to save the planet and climate change, guys, Bitcoin is just not going to cut it. I brought up this World Economic Forum document, guys. This is a PDF just from a couple of months ago from the beginning of the year. And if you just go down here to the contributors, Digital Currency Governance Consortium contributors, on the panel here is Susan Friedman, head of public policy at Ripple USA. It is no secret that Ripple is part of the WEF's plan to modernize the future. They even have a webpage here directly on the World Economic Forum's website, because these guys are going to be part of the environmental solution that will help facilitate real-time payments around the globe. Even if you are holding Bitcoin, you can still flit your Bitcoin around on the XRPL, and it will take only about 4 seconds, the same as any other kind of transaction on the XRPL. It'll take only about 4 seconds to settle. So the World Economic Forum, getting backlash from these tweets, I believe as they should be. A lot of people not happy that we are being locked down. Of course, the future is looking particularly positive for cryptocurrency holders, especially those holding XRP. Despite all this, guys, despite the lawsuit, I also saw this from XRPCRYPTOWOLF. Ripple is hiring a lead product designer, and there are always new job offerings there at Ripple. They're always looking to hire new people, but this is a lead product designer. What they'll do, they'll create a compelling design vision for your product area and execute on your plan, collaborating with other designers, product managers, documentation writers, and a fast-moving team of developers who are passionate about user experience. What this is suggesting, at least to me, is that there are so many more use cases for the XRPL that we haven't even dreamed up. Ripple is still working towards making the XRP ecosystem grow and deriving more utility from XRP to keep moving the future forward. Whether that's for cross-border payments or new verticals, guys, the future's looking very positive for Ripple and XRP. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel. We have to reach 70,000 by March 31st. And if you subscribe, you'll be eligible to win a Ledger Nano S or X. I'll be giving 2 away on April 1st. So guys, please subscribe to the channel. Like the video. It's a free way to support the channel. If you like the content I'm providing, I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.